Hello there everyone and welcome to PS4, and I'm going to do my Sony conference E3 predictions for 2015. I'm going to do my top 5 predictions um, based on internet rumour, speculation, and in some cases just wish fulfillment and my desires. So E3 predictions. I mean, the last 3 years, Sony has owned E3, particularly 2013 with the release of the PS4, with all the lovely things like you could share games and it didn't require to be internet on, and it's $100 cheaper than Xbox One. And they've been consistently good performers. This year, obviously, there's a bit of a dearth of exciting first-party titles coming out. So these are the top 5 things I think Sony are going to do to win E3 this year. So, number 5, in reverse order. Number 5, that the official announcements of a 1 terabyte PlayStation 4 will be made. The 1 terabyte PlayStation, though, will be offered at the same price as the current 500 gigabyte model. So that's £349, $399. The 500 gigabyte PlayStation 4 will be reduced in cost, I'd say down to about £299, which is, I don't know, about $350 or so. I don't know what the equivalent is in American money. But we will see a 1 terabyte PlayStation 4 at the current price, $349. And we will see the 500 gigabyte PlayStation 4 go down to under £300. We will also see a massive slash in the price of the Vita, probably down to under £100, so about $120. We'll see what happens there. I think the Vita, sadly, has seen its day now. Fabulous piece of kit that it is. It was Sony's opportunity to really buff the Vita when the PS4 came out because of the the remote play options with it, but that hasn't happened. So I think the Vita has had its day, and they will reduce its price to get a load of them out there, clear the stock, and then we'll just be playing PlayStation 1 games on it forever. Number 4, Media Molecule will live demo their new game. They were part of the PlayStation 4 launch back in February 2013. And they did that fabulous demo of them doing the rock concert with the dancing dolls. They haven't actually released anything themselves since about 2011, other than Tearaway, which was made by a small part of Media Molecule. So we will get a live demo of their new game on stage. I reckon there will be Morpheus support for it, and we'll probably get a Q1 or Q2 release date for 2016. So sometime before June next year. Number 3. Currently, first-party titles for PlayStation 4 come Christmas time are a bit light. And there have been some major disappointments as well with their first-party titles. For instance, Drive Club was an unholy mess when it launched. And also the Order 1886, although it was a game that I did enjoy, was one that did not live up to expectations. So I think that we will see PS4 exclusive content, not timed, but exclusive content for Star Wars, Battlefront, and Destiny. So, those are my predictions. That's number 3. So we will see PS4 exclusive content, not timed, for Star Wars, Battlefront, and Destiny. I mean, Destiny's been, PS4 is the lead platform, and Destiny always has been. Okay, now, number 2. There will be a 10-minute section concentrating solely on indie developers. I think this is century sold. It's not so much of a prediction as it's pretty much guaranteed to happen. PlayStation 4 has become an excellent place to play indie games, and a lot of them come free on PS Plus, which is great for the developers because Sony pay them for that month of exclusivity. And then if the game is well received and people are downloading it and streaming it and talking about it for free, then when it comes off PlayStation Plus, or those people who haven't got PlayStation Plus accounts will be downloading it, which is revenue pretty much directly to the developer. My prediction around that, though, is that we will start that little indie roundup with a live demo of Mike Bithel's new game Volume. He did the Thomas Was Alone, which was a fantastic indie title last year, which premiered on PS4. So we'll start with Mike Bithel's Volume, and then we will have a show reel, either a show reel of indie developers, or just like they did in 2013, there'll be some people playing games live on stage. And they will round up with a live demo of No Man's Sky, which is probably the biggest indie title that we got coming to the PlayStation 4, and it is exclusive to PS4 and PC. So we'll get a live demo, probably 5 or 10 minutes of that. So overall we'll get 10 minutes of indie games, but they will be bookended with live demos of Volume and No Man's Sky. We shall see. Number 1. Now, this was wish fulfillment, but the more I'm reading on the internet over the last couple of days, the more I'm thinking it will actually happen. This is The Last Guardian, one of the most anticipated games ever, I think. Obviously, on the back of the success of Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, it was announced in 2009 for the PlayStation 3, and it has never appeared, but at the same time, it has never been cancelled. Sony have always said it's still in development, they're still working for it. It's pretty obvious that it's jumped ship to PS4. I mean, Ico, whichever way you want to pronounce it, was originally a PS1 game, but they held out because they wanted the PS2 technology. Now, if this is announced this year, because it has been delayed so much, it will have a release date. It won't be a tease, it'll be here's some gameplay, and it will be released on this date. My personal view is that this is the game that fills the Christmas gap for Sony. The Last Guardian will be announced as a complete game, and it will come out in either October or November of this year, and will be the system seller for Sony's Christmas push. If they can get this working, if they can get The Last Guardian out, it will sell a ton of PS4s. Regardless of whether people who played Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, whether they've been on other platforms other than Sony's, the bottom line is that Team Ico's previous games are almost reverentially held by gamers as some of the best experiences you can have on any platform ever. And certainly I'd agree with that. The Shadow of the Colossus and Ico are definitely my top 10 games. So this is one that will convince people to buy a PS4 if they haven't got one already. So they can bundle The Last Guardian with a 1 terabyte PS4. That is Sony's Christmas pretty much sewn up. Right, so that is my prediction, my top 5 things that I think will or would like to see happen in the Sony conference. If those kinds of things happen, if we get particularly The Last Guardian being announced, that's it, Sony's won, it's done. You know, roll over, let's face it, because I'm afraid things like, the Halo 4, Forza, all of those, they are not going to be able to hold up against a title that's held in such reverence as The Last Guardian, one that people have been anticipating for years. If it does not appear this year, it's never going to appear. This is the time, Sony. This is a time for you to make good on the promise of The Last Guardian and give it to us hungry gamers to devour. And my God, if it's released, I will be pre-ordering that game. Oh yes. So these are my predictions for E3 this year. I hope you have liked them. I hope you found them useful. I don't know whether you agree or not. Please, if you agree or don't agree, leave it in the comments of the video. Comment on my Facebook page. I don't really mind. Please, let's find out what you think will happen, what you think of my choices, and what your predictions are, or what you desperately want to see. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, do all of the sociables. Happy gaming, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye for now.